Alex of All Trades here, and I'm back with another Grim Dawn live stream. Can I play that intro on any musical instrument? I honestly can't remember that musical intro. It's not, I can't hear it while it's playing for you guys. And I haven't heard it in a long time. So but could I play it on a musical instrument? No, because I can't play a single musical instrument. Literally can't play one. I dabbled in violin, dabbled in harmonica. What else? Oh, the xylophone, which they called the bells for some reason. And is there something else? I feel like the mandolin. I had a mandolin for a while. I think that's it. But yeah, I don't know how to play any of those instruments. I got rid of my mandolin when I moved from Kansas. And I didn't ever practice it when I was in Kansas because I was in grad school. Alright, we're going to talk to Anastasia. Seems very bright right now. And she is in Fort Icon, yes. Yeah, harmonica and banjo are pretty nice. Have you brought me the archivist's head? Yes. Okay. Ah, Thalion. I hope the journey back to the Aether was as painful as it looked. You've spent too long in one body, grown comfortable. I'm sure you never even suspected. Do you know this ethereal? Yes, for countless eons. He and I were one of the first to arrive upon care. I knew you... Yeah. But once we took our on bodies, our interests had diverged. Spend long enough in a human, and you're bound to start thinking like one. I have some questions. Hi, the dim side. Yep, this is my second one today. I was supposed to have a third one, but Caleb canceled on me, so this is the second one of the day. I have 3 tomorrow. The members only live stream, the what is it? The Warframe live stream, and another Resident Evil live stream. Now that you're here. Okay, I have questions. He ruins everything. I'm certain that you do. Why would you betray your own kind? Before I turned upon my masters, I was tasked with conquering the North, starting with Homestead. But inhabiting a human has opened my eyes to an existence so you're the second vegan ethereal. But inhabiting a human has opened my eyes to an existence I had thought futile and temporary. Human lives, despite being so brief and ultimately pointless, are so rich and full of wonder. I have come to develop feelings for your species. A concept most ethereals cannot even fathom. Ultimately, I see our domination of humanity as cruel. I can no longer contribute to your assimilation. I have another question. Hi, Elias. Ever thought about doing an audiobook stream? What book would you have me read? I am certain that you do. Why are you helping us? I have come to develop feelings for your species. The concept— okay, you've already said that. It would be a shame to turn you into breeding stock when instead you could become valuable allies in the inevitable battle against Chthon and the minions of the Void. I've already done a lot of that work for you. I may not be able to sway the others, but I can help you survive the coming conflict. Believe me, the worst is yet to come. Are you sure about that? I've already beaten this game. So is Thalion dead? Unfortunately, no. But take solace in knowing that a major player in the ethereal hierarchy has been sent beyond Vale. Were he not so arrogant, a rather human trait, you would have fled the body before you had a chance to end it. But instead, he was hurled back into the aether. It will take time before he can once again return to the mortal realm. Anything? Well, if I did one, it would either have to be mine or something that's in the public domain. I would consider doing Moby Dick. What is an ethereal? Arabian Nights, Med? I started reading that. I've not finished it. It is very hard to read. I am enjoying it, but it is very hard to read. What is an ethereal, really? We were the servants of the primordial gods. You guys were the servants, and you're this strong. But when our makers grew jealous of one another, we became soldiers in a cataclysmic war. Countless creations were eradicated by the ensuing conflict. Countless millennia of our work erased in a flicker of godly anger, but none of that compared to the day one side chose to harness the darkness of the void in a desperate bid for victory. Are you saying we are in the middle of a fight between two factions? And it sounds like the gods are gone, though. It's Chthonic, like, void assholes versus the ethereal soldiers. The results were catastrophic, and our masters were cut down or scattered to the far reaches of creation. And we, the most loyal servants, were banished to the aether for the simple crime of serving without question. Bullshit! They're stripped of our physical forms. We were forced to wander the emptiness of the stars for all eternity, the stars inflicted upon us by the void's minions, still burning deep. This is until we countered humans. There are other worlds? We're getting kind of sci-fi-ish here. If I did that, Elias, I wouldn't be able to make any money off of it, and they'd probably take the money. A human mind cannot even begin to comprehend the countless worlds and realities that exist beyond your own, though how many still remain after the wanton destruction inflicted upon creation during the War of the Gods, that is difficult to say. What changed when you found us? Human ingenuity and greed. Hey, don't put that on us. Sounds like your gods were pretty fucking greedy too. Your base desires to seek out power, the thing your gods were fighting over, are only matched by your ability to adapt and manifest that power in impressive displays. It was the reckless actions of the first Arcanus that drew us to this world, and it was our whispers that taught your people how to first tap into the limitless potential of the Aether. Speak! All it took was a push in the right direction. We had to be patient, but eventually, enough of us were able to breach the veil and take matters into our own hands and prepare for the glorious dawn that would see all ethereals return to the physical realm. But our actions were not without consequence. Though Chthonian worship was not a new prospect on Cairn, desperate humans made willing allies for the powers of Chthon, and so an old enemy has returned to haunt us and may well spell doom for us all. I am well aware of your accomplishments in the necropolis, But do not think for a moment that the void has been beaten. It hungers for blood, and the more we slaughter one another, the more Chthon's power will grow. This sounds great, by the way. This all sounds like really good news. Oh, I don't even know what that is. I have another question. Do you know anything about the ethereal that possessed me? I am afraid not. Based on your history, it is clear that it survived the hanging. It is quite rare for an ethereal to die when the host perishes. The one that claimed you is still out there. Of that you can be certain. Okay. Then I will find it. Okay, so it's worth doing her missions because you learn shit. Hey, why is there a... I do not have, there are no... I don't have Ricardo's help today. Yeah, I am on my own. God, I have no active quests, so I think it's time to go endgame. This is the time to not have Ricardo's help, yeah? Tales from the Crypt. I do read Gothic stuff.
As I am sure you know, there are many who now cast their gaze upon you, traveler. Or should I say, taken. Some who mean you ill. Some who fear your potential. Then there are those who command me. They have taken great interest in your accomplishments. It appears you may be just the one we require.
Or...
I cannot speak of such things in this place. The cursed gaze of our foes is cast upon us here, so I will be brief. Great powers are gathering within the distant lands of the fallen Corvan people, and the Great Eye has decreed that you must play a part, whatever that may be. Will you answer our summons? Will you join me through the portal? Or do the mortal concerns of these people outweigh the calls of fate?
Well, considering the fact that I've literally done everything for these people, and they could not ask me for more, maybe. But who are these masters?
I am sorry, I cannot say more here. All you need to know is that you have mutual interests and the same enemies. But if we work together, we can triumph where the individual cannot.
I like how it keeps warning me.
Far to the east, beyond mountains and rivers, weeks of travel by foot, a mere instant through an eldritch gate. My masters have granted me the means to return there, but only if accompanied by you. I will not fail in this task.
Give me a minute, I'll be back. So, no.
See anything you like?
The Aeneid. Yeah, I guess. I could just do all the classics if you guys wanted. I did download Resident Evil 3 since I'm so close to dying in Resident Evil 2. Something like scratched my wrist. Do the metamorphosis, the Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy. I can read it in Italian and not understand any of it. The thing is, though, it's prettier in Italian. I know that for a fact, and that's why I'm saying that. Okay, now I'll go with you. Not to sound so, like, bitchy the first time, I told you no.
Ah, we speak at last. As I am sure you know, there are many who now cast their gaze upon you, traveler. Taken. Some
Yeah.
who mean you ill. Some who fear you.
You can shut up now. So chatty.
Ah, we speak at last. As I
Okay.
cannot speak of such things
I guess
in
that
this
wasn't a
place.
yes.
The cursed gaze of our...
Damn! Alright, everybody. Hop in with my 5,000 people. You're bringing me and all my pets. Rift Tracks? Oh god, I love those guys. Always love those guys. So he left me here though. He didn't come with me. Oh look, a rift. Oh, there he is.
So, you have come, as the Oracle of Dreeg had foreseen. But, are you truly prepared for what's in store for you, in this forsaken land?
Not at all. What is this place?
You are in the Corvin Basin, a land ravaged by gods and man alike. A land whose secrets are now coveted by a determined few. As for this camp, this is the Conclave of the Three.
Could you
A
tone
gathering
down
of
the like
occultists,
sense of
warlocks, and
epicness?
witches that serve the witch gods. Here the three cults set aside their disagreements and join as one against our mutual foes. Foes which threaten your existence as well, I might add.
Alright, what do you need me for?
The three have decreed that I seek out worthy allies in our battle against a common foe. But are you indeed the one we seek? First,
God, when
you
did
must
you add
prove
that?
yourself.
He's in the middle of talking. I don't need that sound.
Go to the center of the camp before the statues. Kanatha, mistress of the Sentinels, awaits you to begin the Eldritch rites. Conquer whatever horrors assault you from the Eldritch realm, and we shall have our answer. In time, all your questions will have answers of their own. But first, the rites.
Ah, alright, fine. I see lore. Worthy purpose. Let this sacrifice echo across the conclave, that our brother Jaros was found worthy of bearing his life before Soleil's blade. Few are granted the honor, and fewer still have the will to accept the burden for the benefit of us all. And so, don't write and so, it was with our brother who not only willingly stepped forward to feed Soleil's hunger, he had Soleil's sigils painted upon his bare chest as he paraded himself to the center of the conclave, larger than life. He stood proudly before Sagan and his curved witchblade and proclaimed to all that today marks the first day of their victory against the usurper. Jaros kneeled, as was customary, but his eyes never turned away from the vicar's stoic gaze. As was set down upon us by Soel, Sagan uttered the sacred words and slit his forefinger to paint a rune upon Jaros' forehead. Then, the vicar stood behind the sacrifice and placed the sacred blade upon his throat. This was the Chosen's last chance to back down. Though, to be perfectly honest, such a disgrace would likely end in death anyway. Someone might beat you to death on the way home. Jaros looked ahead with confidence. His face was beaming with pride. Such was his face. It was so that he began to cry when Sagan slit his throat and plunged his other hand, drenched in black flames, into Jaros' chest. Sagan removed the dead man's heart in a swift motion and drank deep of the life— is that supposed to happen? Of the lifeblood spilling forth. Jaros' body slumped to the ground, his eyes still staring forward. Several attendants saw to his cremation as the vicar delivered the heart to Soel's shrine. The heart was placed in an ornate bowl and incinerated, and as it burned, the runes upon the shrine grew brighter. Soel is pleased, Sagan uttered, smiling with bloody lips. So it was supposed to happen. Okay. Good to know. I was afraid there that he had, like, you know, betrayed them or something. I don't know. I don't know what the fucking ritual was. Death to the usurper. Why do they let me read these? Praises be upon thee, praises be upon their wisdom, their foresight and their pity upon mankind, for without their blessings we would be as worthless husks, devoid of the gifts of the eldritch realm, and at the mercy of the luminary hounds. Curses be upon the usurper, the burning vengeance, the Corvan destroyer. Curses be upon his lust for the eldritch thrones, the pinnacle of the gods. May he die 1,000 deaths by Dreed suffers as Dreed suffers 1,000 festering wounds. May his insides fill with spiders and his eyes turn to ash by eldritch fire. All this we invoke upon the usurper of the eldritch powers. Powers meant to be wielded by the true gods and their servants. We march through the blistering sands and into the heart of flame. The whispers of Dreed in our ears, the hounds of Bismiel at our side, the black flame, God, of Soleil's upon our blades. Oh my god, this is so long. None shall be spared before our wrath. By the gifts of our patrons, we will reclaim what is theirs, and though our blood shall spill upon the Corvan sands, it will be done in honor of the true masters of humanity. Sounds like bullshit, by the way. That's true. Some of these stories are very well done in Grim Dawn. They do a good job of, like, really...
I do the best I can with what I've got.
like, showing you stuff and everything, telling you things. I'm just looking around. Oh, aha! I had a feeling there was a third one. Convergence of the Covenant. I am certain you have heard the whispers as I had. The Mad One is restless, his mind filled with visions of the Burning One's return. If the bonds are broken and his power restored, he could unmake everything. I do not have to remind you of the consequences. The I don't know how to say that word. I've heard it before, but I think my brain is not wrapping around it. Fate is bound in this moment. Send word along the spider's web. Rally the servants of Bismiel. I invoked the sacred covenant. The forces of the three must converge in the forgotten lands of the Corvan people. Our forces must unite against this threat, or divided we shall succumb to the vengeful flames. None... Oh my god! None must be allowed to defy our summons. Any that do are as much enemy as the forces we contend with and shall be dealt with in kind. We must not allow ourselves to be distracted. Who the hell is that? Pizio Nick Z? Okay. Welcome to the stream, and I hope you enjoy your membership. I like look down and I'm like, what? Any that do are as much enemy as the forces we contend with and shall be dealt with in kind. We must not allow ourselves to be distracted by the machinations of the ethereals or the bloodletters succumbing to their own doom. Well, don't worry, I took care of both. The danger they pose pales in comparison to what awaits us if we fail. And if the web has done its part, then the Irulon survivors will at least stymie their progress long enough for our matters to be settled. I took care of it. Seek out the twin statues, you know of which I speak. The veil there is thin and will serve as an opportune location to begin our work. At the request of the Infinite Eye, I've dispatched the emissary to track down valuable allies who will turn the tide in our favor. I consider their lives expendable. Well, fuck you too! In pursuit of victory, but one must not tamper with the whims of fate when they are so clearly written before us. By the three thrones, we will eradicate this threat to our gifts. The world will tremble before the might of the witch gods. Sagan, Vicar of Soli. I hate your guts. You're a jerk. I've tracked down these people, but... They die. Visions of terror. This place we have chosen for our vigil. This conclave. It is cursed land. The veil screams in agony. The whispers from beyond threaten to unravel reality. Every night I've spent here, the visions of the other side came more frequently, and with greater clarity. What I first thought were images of darkness turned out to be much more. Within it were the screams of 1,000,000 souls crying out to me, crying out for mercy. As my dreams solidified, I realized that the darkness moved. It writhed like a mass of tentacles endlessly searching for something. The sight of it filled me with terror beyond anything I've ever felt. I awoke gasping for breath and grasping for anything within reach that would remind me that I've left the dream. In the chagrin of my fellow seers sharing the tent. Shaken and unable to sleep, I sought the wisdom of the oracle. To my surprise, or perhaps I should have expected this, my master was already waiting for me inside his tent. Lanterns illuminated him in their flickering light as he sat cross-legged, without his usual regalia. On a rug with tea set out for us, as he stared ahead with his blank eyes, he gave me a tight-lipped smile and motioned for me to sit. God, this one is long. Before I could utter a word, he said, "Yugo, the one with the horrible name." I was taken aback and blinked. The oracle continued by describing exactly what I had seen in my dreams, as if he had been there to share them with me. The insatiable night, he called it, the eternal darkness that exists in the beyond. It is primordial, unfathomable to the human mind. That's a hard word to say. We see it as a mass of writhing tentacles, but what it truly is cannot be described in words. Yugo exists. Oh, that's the name. It's like Yog Sothoth. Exists to consume everything. Its endless pursuit halted only by the light of the celestial stars. I was told that it is a gift and a burden. It's a gift and a curse. To bear witness to the makings of reality, what I had seen cannot be unseen. When I started visibly shaking, the oracle placed his palm upon my forehead, and for a moment I could swear his eye tattoos were staring at me. Yet I found myself instantly calmed. When I asked what he had done, he would not say, but he offered to teach me a technique to calm myself and banish the darkness from my nightmares. It is a lucid method by which I would conjure my own stars into the dream, brighter than the desert sun. I thanked him for his wisdom and promised to return the next eve for my lesson. As I stood to leave, I glanced in his direction. He was staring ahead, as before, a somber expression on his face. His tea remained untouched. I said no more and closed the tent flap behind me. It would seem my visions have disturbed the Oracle as well, but I trust that his judgment and foresight will carry us through whatever darkness looms on the horizon. I pray to Dreed that the Oracle's teachings shall spare me further nightmares. It's so random. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, poor Elias. Everyone else is getting these random, like, membership gifts you're giving out, and Elias keeps getting missed. I don't even know who that last person was. I don't remember ever seeing them comment on anything. I mean, I do have a lot of comments, but that seemed really strange to me. We got purple, blue. Oh my god, another one! Okay. This one's shorter. Harnessing the Forgotten. There are ulterior motives to my selecting this location for our conclave. The Dreed Seers have no doubt felt it by now, and your spiders have suspected. Yes, the veil is thin here, and yes, that enables the cults to better work with the gifts of the Eldritch realm. But another source of power lies buried at our fingertips. At my behest, one of our most gifted scholars in the Veil's mysteries, Mazan, is working on harnessing this power. As you well know, there are other realms, other constructs of the primordial gods. I'm so glad I did finish that shit for Anastasia, because that gave me a lot of information about all of this. The statues adorning this sacred place are more than just mere... Why say just mere? One of those words would have worked, and I think you should have stuck with mere decoration. They are conduits between realities and could be manipulated to form a gateway with enough force of will. I believe Mazan is close to a breakthrough, and once he succeeds, we will have an entire realm of untapped potential to harness for our purposes. Or you open up a door to the doom hell, and then that happens. I, for one, am eager to see what we uncover if past experience is any indication. Past experience is any indication that monsters are gonna come through it. Just saying. Pretty sure it's gonna be awful. No matter what you say. Those statues look like the statues from the Never-Ending Story. The Never-Ending Story. That song is so stupid. With the big wings. Well, hello.
The emissary warned me of your coming, but whether you may remain here is not a matter of his choosing. I will decide who stays and who dies.
Are you gonna kill me if I fail?
Are you prepared to face the trials?
What are the trials?
Save your questions for the scholars.
Well, they're not answering them.
If you are to survive out here, then you must be tested against the terrors of the Eldritch realm. Are you prepared to begin or not? Right now, my role here is to determine whether you are worth the risks of bringing into our fold. Now, are you ready to begin or not?
I literally read everything you guys had written around the area, so I think your secrets are no longer safe. Maybe tell people not to leave around notes. I think one of them was by you. Monsters will come through, but they will have loot, so it's good for the economy. That sounds like a political thing. It's like, monsters aren't coming through the veil. No, like, we're not trying to open a veil. Okay, we are trying to open a veil, but it's not a big deal. Okay, well, it is a big deal because monsters come through. But it's not a lot of them. Okay, it's a lot of monsters, but they have loot on them, so it's actually a good thing. That's what that sounded like. Okay, I guess I'm gonna fight these Eldritch Trials. I don't know what they look like or anything, or what I should be worried about getting hit with. Let's go! Are you serious? That was easy! Oh, there is a starred one over there. You guys have no problem with bringing like a giant monster in your camp? That seems dumb, by the way. I survived the trial! Oh my god, it wasn't that hard. Now what, bitch?
The emissary was right, as usual. You have earned the right to stand among us in the real trials to come.
Alright, I'm gonna ask my fucking questions again.
By the blessing of the Covenant, I am the mistress of the Sentinels. Those sworn to guard the interests of the Three and the survival of our people answer to me. They swear their oaths to the gods and to me.
You sound a little like you're happy about the fact that they swear an oath to you, specifically. What trials await us?
Our battle against the fiery fury boiling beneath the sands, of course.
What?
The forgotten god stirs. An ancient enemy of mankind threatens to destroy us all. We must rise to face this threat before all is lost.
I don't see, but I'll click that. Someone over here wants my attention now. That's this guy.
I could hear the battle from here. So then, are you ready to open your eyes to powers beyond imagining? To secrets better left uncovered?
Why did you bring me here?
Ah yes, ever driven by action. I admire your conviction. The fated hour is nearly upon us. Soon we shall strike as one against our formidable foe. But we cannot act brashly. Precautions must be taken. Each of the cults is preparing in their own way. Speak to the masters of the cults of Bismiel, Dreeg, and Salile. Learn of their methods and align yourself to one cause.
I knew you were going to ask me to do that.
Scylla and Sagon are already expecting you.
Why do I have to choose a cult?
While we may be allies in this endeavor, the cults do not always see eye to eye on all matters. It is best for the sake of peace that you assist only one of the cults.
Damn it!
Do not be concerned, though. The others will not see you as a foe for your decision. Not here. Besides, you may not find all the methods we employ agreeable. Speak to the cult leaders, learn of their ways, and make your choice.
In which cult do you belong
When
to?
I first stood before the witch gods, I said to them that I shall serve in this life, and the next if need be. But I shall only ever serve the Three.
Why can't I do
Not
that?
Bismiel, not Dreeg, not Salile. And so, I am the herald of the gods, the one who spreads their message and finds worthy allies. All the cults look to my guidance.
Oh, why do you guys all
Even the
sound so
gods
narcissistic?
sought my counsel in the past.
Alright. I'll go talk. I'm not sure if I like Soleil. I think they do human sacrifices. Yeah. So, yeah, we got pink, blue, and purple? Was that it? Yeah, these are the guys that, slit people's throats and rip out their hearts. That's what I remembered!
You show promise. Perhaps you would be of value to Salile. It remains to be seen if the emissary was right about you.
Why should I help you?
Salile does not need your help.
Okay.
But that does not mean we cannot benefit one another. Only those willing to make any sacrifice, to go to any ends necessary, are of use to Salile. The world is ripe with power for the taking, if you have the will to claim it. Bismiel and Drieg hope to manipulate events to glean a favorable future. Salile knows that the mighty carve their own future.
What can you tell me about Salale?
Salile is the youngest of the three, but do not mistake that for weakness. His mastery of the Eldritch Fire is without equal. The very essence of the Eldritch realm is for him to mold as he sees fit, and he shares this knowledge with his loyal servants. But such power does not come without sacrifice. Some must die so that others can bask in his glory. The ultimate display of loyalty.
He seems cruel. I'm not a fan of human sacrifice.
Cruel? The world is cruel. Salile expects great sacrifice, yes, but in return
What's
he
Salile?
gives us with unfathomable power. What god worshipped in the fallen empire can offer the same?
I'm gonna consider my options that don't involve ripping the hearts out of people. That's what I'm... okay.
The weeping spines do not lie. You have come to fragment the memories of the forgotten. But who will stand by your side? Will you step into the spider's web? Or will you kindle the flame? Or perhaps you will weep for the eye that sees all.
I'm not sure I want in on the crazy. You serve Dreed? Why should I help you?
Much purpose flows within you. Allow me to temper that potential. Through the great Guardian's eyes, we shall divine the true path beyond humanity's struggles. Let the others play with their eldritch toys and arcane spectacles. It falls upon us to strike the balance.
Dreed can... Are you saying Dreed can see the future?
The strands of fate have been exposed to his infinite gaze. His wounds weep for our future, just as his reach seeks a path through the calamities that still await.
Can you say that with less words? What? Tell me about him. 6 description words, if you could.
Drieg is the oldest of the
Okay, I
witch
guess not.
gods. He sought to know all, to witness the truth in the fabric of our reality. He cast aside the ancient warnings, threw caution to the wind, and reached beyond the curtain that seeks to blind us of true sight. Even his knowledge and wisdom did not prepare him for what he witnessed. The event changed him irrevocably.
Oh, that's
And
not how
while
you
his
pronounce that.
mortal eyes were forever blind, so his eldritch eyes had opened. For the first time in his life, Drieg saw the world for what it truly was, and he saw rot. Drieg does not distract himself with the folly of mortal pursuits.
Pursuits? Did you literally say that?
We must strike balance.
He literally said pursuits. I'm gonna go talk to the other guy. Wait, what's up here? Can I go up here? Cult of Drieg. Ah, okay. Figured you were by the other thingy. What's this one look like? They all do look different.
You've been quite a sight since entering.
It's
our
the
camp.
woman!
I'm shivering with anticipation for what's next. But will you be at my side? Or would you rather waste your time on the minions of Drieg and Salile?
Alright, tell me about Bismuth.
My dear, who needs to see the future when you can manipulate it from the shadows? Salile would have you play with fire and get burnt. But Bismuth offers you the true gifts of the Eldritch realm.
Which are...
Every hound, every raven,
Now you're talking my
every fiend
language.
that's ever crossed the veil can and will serve the schemer. All are bound within the web. No move can be made without tugging at the strings. Until finally, the spider strikes.
I don't know that I want to work for a spider. Is it a giant spider?
Bismiel is like a dreadweave widow. Sultry, manipulative,
I
and
don't like
deadly.
manipulation.
But no, she is not a
thank God.
spider in the physical sense. The schemer takes on many forms, all a means.
She's
to
Madam
an
Web.
end. A pompous oligarch, an unassuming beggar, a seductress. All
Like
the
you.
faces of business.
Your name is Basilla.
If you would ever be so blessed to witness her true form, then you are already dead.
What can you tell me about this? Not spider.
A favorite legend among the rabble is that the secrets of the Eldritch realm were whispered in the goddess's ear by a spider. I believe it happened on a night of fire and passion, of betrayal and lust for power. The Lady of Whispers always gets her way in the end. It was by her machinations that the Empire's Inquisitors spent centuries aimlessly hunting for the witch god cults, their efforts confounded by the endless weave of decoys and lies. Only a select few are trusted in knowing the span of Bismiel's web. I have the honor of sitting at its center.
Okay, so now I have to make a choice here. It is not a book reading stream, Anime Moose. I am at the, like, final DLC for, Grim Dawn, and I have to choose a cult, so there was a bunch of fucking lore to read, and there was a bunch of fucking, speeches these assholes had to make. Yes, it's been an hour of fucking war. Okay, I have to make a choice though. It sounds like Soleil gives you fire shit, but they believe in human sacrifice. Drieg can see the future, but doesn't give a shit about people. Bismiel is manipulative, but maybe that's positive for a build with pets. I don't know, and because Ricardo is not here, he cannot tell me. It sounds to me like Bismiel is the one that would do the less about hurting people, because it's easier to manipulate people into what you want than to just kill them. Like, Dreed does not care, Soleil kills the people. So I think I'm going with Bismiel. And the funny thing is about this is that that's the woman that I have been seeing for fucking years on these live streams and recordings and not knowing who the fuck she was. All this time, I finally know who she is. It's insane. So I think I'm gonna go with Bismiel. That name is awful, but yeah, I'm gonna choose Bismiel. It's the one that makes the most sense to me. It's the one that I think, from the flavor text, is going to give my build the most positives too. I'm gonna work with your cult. I don't want to work with a cult at all, but I will work with your cult.
Then what I've heard is true. You do have some sense to accompany your affinity for carnage. Together, we shall weave a web not even a god can escape.
Alright, what do you want me to do?
The schemer's web demands my utmost attention. For now, speak to Elaine here at my camp. The forgotten god stirs within his temple, but plans have been set in motion to see to his destruction. Elaine has heard the lady's will and knows how to proceed. Speak with her. I am certain that you will not let me down.
I'm pretty sure you'll poison me if I do, so it's fine. I'll speak to Elaine. Here's the thing I'm thinking about too, is that I don't know why, but another reason why is that I like her voice a lot better than the other two guys. That is something else. Alright. Hey, Elaine!
So you've chosen to fight under Bismiel's banner. A wise decision. In the end, we all serve Bismiel's will. You might as well be doing so willingly.
Why do you serve Bismiel? I'm gonna start calling Bismiel Madam Web. Sorry, it's Madam Web. Why do you serve Madam Web?
To gaze upon Bismiel's web is to witness the workings of the gods themselves. The schemer's cunning alone is worthy of reverence, to say nothing of her mastery of the summoning arts. I am blessed to know even a fraction of her vast network.
Alright. I was told by loading screen lady to talk to you.
Yes. I have been tasked with the preparations for the upcoming battle, and you will assist me.
They really did a lot
The Lady of
of
Whispers has
audio
decreed
work
that
for
we are to
this.
gather powerful essence from the guardians of Corvin temples. They call it blood of the Watchers, though it is not blood in the literal sense. It is pure arcane energy, turned solid within the shells of the stone guardians still roaming these lands.
Are we sure it's blood?
Find these infused animated watchers among the ruins of the Carandox and the Temple of Osir to the north, and bring me their blood.
Oh god, she delivered that line amazingly. And bring me their blood. That was pretty awesome. Hey, the dim side got the membership. Elias, you got missed again. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I am finding this really funny. I probably shouldn't, but it makes me laugh really hard that it's the one person not getting it. Okay. I'll go get your stuff. Don't worry. Hey, wait. This person has something they want from me, maybe?
Well, look what we've got here.
Well, I see you've made your decision, choosing to pledge your loyalty to the witch gods. I hear they take that kind of thing very seriously around here. Which do you serve? What, me? I certainly don't serve any of them. I serve the god of making Riggs a wealthy man. Alright, then what are you doing here? Well, I'm what you might call a supplier, a purveyor of particular goods. I have a special— oh my god, you're trying again. What if it gets anime this time? I have a special talent for finding high-end and difficult to acquire objects. Things this crew here can't seem to get enough of, particularly since they set out on their little crusade here. Something about a long-forgotten god and the end of the world or some such. Sounds like a business as usual to me. A wise man once said, where there's a fight, there's a fortune to be made. Who said that? If it was you, I'm gonna be pissed, Riggs. Me, you fool. I didn't do it. I just said that. It was a joke, you see? So you're a merchant. Well, that's an oversimplification. Riggs, you fucking sell things. You see those other trash peddlers down there? They've got it all wrong. Selling goods for iron bits is child's games. Is a child's game. A man isn't going to get rich playing games. No, my friend. I trade only the finest goods. For favors. Favors from very powerful people. Favors that I'll be cashing in when I see fit. So you just give them things. No? I don't think you're listening to what I'm saying here. I give them things in exchange for favors. They're in my debt. How does that make you rich? They owe me, you see. There's people all across this land that owe me. From emperors to dung sifters. The living, the dead, it makes no difference. They're in my debt, and when I need it most, I'm going to come calling. That's wealth right there. Alright, how do you make them pay you? Ah, that's the genius of it right there. So many people across this land are in my debt. You never know who they might be or what they might be capable of. Say I make a deal with a wealthy merchant. Then later on, when I come to collect my debt, he doesn't feel like paying. I pleasantly remind him that there's a lot of other folks looking to make good on their debts, and then leave him to think about who else might owe me and what they might be willing to do to pay up. That usually works. You threaten them. If it doesn't, I just get one of my other debtors to come and tune him up a bit. Threaten. And then beat them if they don't. Sometimes you need to send a message to anyone else who might be thinking about defaulting on their debt. You are a loan shark, but most folks are glad to pay up when it comes time. It's a relief of a sort. You have anything for me? Do I really want to do this? See, now you're getting it. That's what I'm talking about. She wants to make a deal. Let me think for a second. Yes, come to think of it, I do have something for you. You know what this means, of course. You're going to owe me, and someday I'm going to come to collect. Do we have a deal? Here's the thing, Riggs. If you ask me to kill someone, and I don't want to do it, I will kill you instead. And I have no qualms about that. And I seriously doubt any of your other debtors could fucking kill me. So, sure, let's do this. Well, here you go. I'll tell you what, if you come back sometime, I might even have something else for you. At the right price, of course. Of course. Who got it? Like, I have no idea who got that one. Let me see if I can see it, because I do have access you guys don't. It should tell me. Because I obviously need to know who my memberships are. It went to no one! Literally, it's not showing me anybody. Because it's not showing me anyone. It's like it fucking failed. Well, that was you two. That wasn't me. You tried to send a random membership and it didn't go to anybody. What do they say anything when
Your fate was written upon the noose. You merely play the part you must.
Okay. See what the other guy says. He's the one I think would be really pissed. Like, the Dreed guy, I think would just go like, yeah, sure, that makes sense. I knew the future.
It is good that you found your place with the others. Salile has no time for distractions.
Alright.
Serve the three and prosper. Deny them and...
With all the chaos around here, I didn't even take notice of your trials. Care to put yourself to use? Alright, what do you need? What was once a joint pursuit of a raving zealot and his brainwashed followers has turned into a full-on assault on the primordial being. To say that we were ill-prepared for conflict of this magnitude is an understatement. But it's also no secret that this region is teeming with old secrets and forgotten artifacts, a resource we can take advantage of to augment our dwindling arcane supplies. I've sent out a group of aspirants to scour the Temple of Osir to the north of anything valuable. Of anything valuable should have come somewhere else, honestly. I expected them to return by now, but nobody's seen them. If you're going to make yourself useful, go out there and find whatever they've scavenged and bring them back too, I suppose. What? You're less interested in finding the people? This is why I don't work for you guys. Fucking insane. You care so little for people. Alright, is there anyone else with something they would like me to do. No? Alright. Out we go! Finally! After an hour! Dinosaurs! Whoa, that's a very big beetle. That's the biggest rhinoceros beetle ever. Not that it mattered. I earned reputation with Homestead and the Coven for some reason. Even though I am nowhere near where they would be. Oh, it's covered in larvae! You got one earlier, Dimside. That one went to the ether, yeah. Yeah, no one got it. I mean, I got the money probably, but no one got it. I'll check it again tomorrow and see if it gave it to anybody. But, yeah, it looks like no one got it, unfortunately. This area is supposed to be hard, because right now it's not all that hard. Big ass beetles. Hi, Craftling. Ugh, stop twitching! Wait. Maybe not all of them are, but that one was. It's weird. Okay. This place is so pretty, and it might be because it's a desert, and I fucking love deserts. But I am fucking down for this area. There's a starred enemy over here. How am I doing? Killed it, so I'm okay. New doggo. Quantum vacuum? I have asked to be part of the closed beta for Dark Tide because I really like Vermintide, and I was like, maybe. We'll see if they let me in. It's not actually the word I wanted to press. The button I wanted to press. I kind of changed the map slightly. No! Hey, there is a entrance over there. Giant snacks. I have no idea where I'm going, by the way, guys. I'm just clearing this map. Just doing it. This place is so, like, minor compared to a dangerous or treacherous or whatever domain. So I'm sort of like, ah, whatever. I'm good. It's throwing me off during all that talking too. What is in here? Oh, I'm near a rift though. Ah! Ambush by a bunch of bugs. Alright, we've got some more reading to do. Oh god. I got, tricked by war. The promise of war. I have to remember to read them in order. Okay. Corvin Expedition first entry. The writings gathered here are to serve as a record of our journey to reach the lost Corvin city. This expedition is the culmination of a lifetime of study by myself, Thomas Peterson, and my esteemed colleague, Roderick Crane. He's gonna betray you just based on that name alone. Together we have focused on our efforts on ancient lore that speaks of a magnificent city of gold, El Dorado. They're going to El Dorado, hidden deep in the burning desert, a city which people and culture vanished generations ago. By following the works of Rion the Scholar, sparse regional folklore, and a number of cryptic religious texts, we were able to pierce together a potential location of the lost city. From Rion's writings, we know that the main port of entry to the Corvin civilization was a place called the Karen Docks, a massive coastal city positioned in a protected bay just inland of a large river delta. However, recovered Corvin folklore claims that the waters of this river delta and the protective bay were where Terrain was situated turned to flame and were burned away during the supposed cataclysmic event that ended the civilization. After speaking with a number of shipping merchants and retired sailors, we have pinpointed a location that fits this description: a strip of land where the desert meets the sea, just north of Cape Irene. The terrain and weather here are apparently so treacherous that few have ventured far from the coast. It should not go unmentioned that funding for our expedition was provided by a number of wealthy individuals, both Ruan and from both the Ruan and Malmeth. It does concern me that their interests in the lost city may not align with ours, and they have sent a retinue of individuals to monitor our progress and look after their investment. I am concerned that they may attempt to interfere if things don't seem to be going their way. Roderick assures me that whatever their intentions, we will not allow them to waylay us from our goal, which is... Though I suspect he told them they are likely to find some sort of treasure or otherwise valuable items to make it seem worth investing in our expedition. So our journey begins. The second entry, day 23. Until today, our journey has been an exercise in the mundane. I have lost track of time as I watch the ship's crew go about their routine day in and day out. I feel more than a bit useless, but the captain has explained a number of times that our involvement will only make his crew less efficient. So I sit, read, watch the clouds pass overhead, and review my notes over and over again. That all changed this morning, shortly after dawn, when I was violently awoken by the sound of cannon fire. The shattering boom gave me such a start that I fell out of my hammock. When I rushed above deck, the scene was somewhere between utter chaos and military precision. Before I could determine what was happening, the captain ordered Roderick and I below deck. Of course he did. And me, by the way. It's and me in that situation because you're an object to the transitive verb order. Later, when the fracas had subsided, I had a chance to speak with him. Evidently, the Dawn Watchman spotted another ship with no colors flying, a sure sign of piracy, the captain said. I am not coughing. Instead of risking an attack, he decided to go on the offensive and begin firing as soon as the ship was in range. Whatever he did, it worked, and the other ship fled. Okay, well, I guess okay. That's what it worked. Whatever, however, it appears this is a common tactic among pirates of the region. They follow ships and attempt an attack at night when the crew is less alert. I shudder to think that our expedition could have come to such a grisly end before we even reached the barren shores. And my lips are dry. Well, it's fucking talking from reading all this shit. Day 27. The captain tells me we're nearing our destination. No more than a day's sailing left, and then an indeterminate number of days searching the desert for the lost city. The retinue of babysitters sent by our investors have been asking a number of peculiar questions about the burial habits of the Corvan people, and about the types of objects we might hope to find there, none of which I have answers to. I caught one of them reading an ancient-looking text of some sort the other day. Aurenial Arcanum, the name read. It is a volume I am unfamiliar with, though if I didn't know better, I'd say it was exactly the kind of thing that could attract luminary attention. He snatched the book closed and hid it in his jacket when I asked what he was reading. His scowl said it all. Peculiar, indeed. Where am I? Do I have gather blood of the Watchers? Assist the Bismial cult. That's all it says? That's the thing? Find the Solial aspirants. Oh, it actually is asking me to find them instead of just assume they're dead. What is that up there? How do I get to that? I don't think I can get to that. Ah, fuck! Bugs! Ow, go down there. I'm pretty sure it's full of bugs, but I'll go down there. Beetle nest. Well, sure, it's full of bugs. Oh god, I just recognized that it's like an egg sac on their back filled with larvae. It's so gross. I don't really need the food ration. This is a dangerous domain. Drained. Players have reduced health, regeneration, but are more resistant. Oh wait, that's one word. One term. Players have reduced health regeneration, but are more resistant to poison and bleeding. Health regeneration by minus 30%. Okay. 6% poison and acid resistance. 6% bleeding resistance. 6% maximum poison acid resistance, 6% maximum bleeding resistance. Oh my god, it's huge! And fast. Fuck you! Ah! Fucking... We got another starred one. Oh wow, that one died really fast. Like, insanely fast. Didn't really expect that. Why are you so zoomed out? Are we sure this is a dangerous domain? Because it doesn't feel like it's that dangerous. That better not be more fucking lore for me to read. Okay, it's not. God, it must be the celestial essence, yeah. I just saw the purple and I was like, wait a minute. Oh. It's these bugs. that all the bugs, the beetle nest is cleared out. Oh, it's nighttime. That kind of sucks. Right, now you can zoom out. You douchebag. This music is different. Are there even people here? Those sounds are so lovely, by the way. Love them. Hey, I found a rift. I found people. This vigil people. Good to see you're still in the fight, sister, with no comma. Good job. It seems our efforts in the Blood Grove weren't enough to stop Father Kaiman and his band of zealots. So we will find ourselves chasing him through this forsaken wasteland on his mad quest to resurrect the Forgotten God. Have we met before? No, but we hail from the same banner. You did a great service to the Order of Death's Vigil back in Sorrow's Bastion and the Blood Grove. Because of this, there are many brothers of the Order who have heard of you. We are dead. I am very glad I could help. Sadly, our battle with Father Kaiman and his fanatics didn't end there. We tried to warn the Black Legion of his folly, but alas, they are occupied by the Chthonian and ethereal threats. How? I took care of them! No one would believe a lone fanatic could be so dangerous, and why would they? With all the unmanageable horrors that now roam Cairn, once one crazy old man doesn't seem like a credible threat. Yet, here we are. What do we know about Father Kaiman? I'm gonna call him Father Hyman. Thankfully, I know very little about the man. But his story is a tragic one. Despite the effort he and his army of zealots put into hunting down our order, I still have empathy for him. I truly believe he thought he could save us all. Thought he was doing what needed to be done to save Cairn. But I fear he was misled from the very beginning, used as a tool of revenge by a spiteful entity that wanted nothing more than to punish this realm and all who inhabit it. Continue. I can only imagine what promises it made to Hyman under the guise of Imperion, what lies it fed him to maintain his faith. You mean Korvac? I don't even know what I'm asking. Hi, simply call me Joe. Yes, we now know the truth behind Hyman's lunacy, a forgotten god that forged a new faith under the guise of Imperion. All of Hyman's chosen are mere pawns in the machination. Why do all these assholes on this particular set of dialogues like the word machinations of primordial beings that do not care about us in the least? We are as insects, insignificant to their plans. How ironic that humanity was exactly what Korvac required to return. We will stop him. I will stop him, because you're probably just gonna sit there for the rest of the thing. I seriously doubt you're gonna do shit. Just gonna be there this whole time. Yeah, I saw that cloud of gnats. Fucking gnats. Ah! There's a lot of assholes. What's up here? I need to go find out what's over there. Sorry. Ah, it's a chest. Dude, that's a lot of fucking dinosaurs and bugs. Oh. Well, for one thing, there's one of these shrine things. And that's it. Just a vase? Gotta bring back my skeletons because I don't have many of them. Damn, that was easy. They made this place sound so scary that it was like, oh, I should hold off. Now I'm wishing I hadn't. There isn't, actually. You're not bad guys. It's the aspirants! Are we this way? There is a, like, there's no fetch ability for all the pets I have. That would be awesome. But there is, like, I could use the W key instead, except for the fact that it, like, I have to have my mouse over it anyway. So it's like, well, that's not that handy. Ooh, pretty flowers. You guys were so much help. You're right there. Well, this desert seems like it's kind of big, actually. Ah! Oh, giant cactus flowers. Temple of Osri. Someone, I think, wanted me to go here. I don't know who, though. And they wanted me to do something, but I can't remember what it was. I don't know, there was a lot of fucking talking, so... Oh, these are mummies! They're mummies! Cactus! I am loving this expansion, by the way. What comes from growing up in a desert, I guess. Your ambush worked so well. I didn't lose a single pet. My army remains strong. Okay, that's interesting. Feeling you could get in here somehow. The sting! No, not more war! God damn it! How much war am I supposed to read in one fucking night? The sting! The parchment is covered in what appears to be dried up human bile. Day 4, the Corvin people have been generous with their treasures. Hardly a threat in sight. I had to use the fire in my camp to scare off something lurking in the dark last night, but otherwise it had been a very easy journey so far. Day 5. Today I was making my way back. Yeah, I gotta say, man, it was easy. It's not gonna be easy for much longer. Day 5. Today I was making my way back to the camp when something stunned me. Made me feel a bit dizzy. I know a good night's sleep will help me feel right as rain. Nothing to be nothing to be concerned about. Day 6, or is it 7? I am not sure how long I've slept, but something is definitely wrong. My lips are cracked, my gums are bleeding, and the headache, my god, the headache is blinding. The skin feels like it's crawling. The skin? You mean your skin. Everything hurts so bad I can barely move. What manner of demons stunned me? Day 9. I've managed to crawl my way back to the horse and traveled back south out of the basin. But my symptoms have not abated. Twice now I've woken in agony, burning up. My skin moves on its own, as if something was moving beneath the surface. Gross, dude. Day 10. I've watched in horror as a fat maggot tore through the flesh of my abdomen. Ugh. From the inside. They are inside me. By the gods. They are feasting while I still live. Oh man, I'm sorry. Why am I not dying every minute? How much do I have in that bag for memberships so far? So, if he was giving out Alex Small Somebodies, he gave out 1, 2, 3. He only gave out 3. That's almost $9. Yeah, this game I don't actually die a lot in, actually, and, I said actually twice. And also, I am kind of OP for this area. I was not expecting that. I was expecting this to be a struggle. It's absolutely not. Even that, like, dangerous domain wasn't that big of a deal. And there's a wraith coming after us. Oh, spirit. I'm sorry, spirit. I'm gonna call it by the wrong thing. I don't like the Godfather either. I think it's pretentious. Coppola is not one of my favorite directors. That's... I did not expect to be this, like, OP for this area. Still in the city? I don't think I am. What are you guys shooting at? some reason there's some people here. Are those the people I was looking for? Hey! Found a new rift! Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. These are so low. Well, it could. Actually, they did say I was looking for the aspirants. Where did you come from? You trying to teleport over here? Oh no, wait, you can go this way. Oh. So many fucking mummies, my god. Why did they mummify this many people? Why would you do this? All the time it took to mummify this many people. Where's its head? Oh wait, you're saying whatever I need is over here. Are these the people? This has gotten way out of hand. Don't suppose you can help us out of here. Yep. Oh, thank the three. You got here just in time. Those things had us cornered. Listen, we're in no condition to continue, but we need to get out of here. Do you think you could help? I've been looking for you. Kaisen sent me. I knew they wouldn't just leave us out here. They were more interested in the stuff you found, but I was more concerned about you. We need to get back, but we can't just leave our supplies here. That would be frowned upon. If we come back without these supplies, we might as well slit our own throats. I can open a rift and send you back with your supplies. Is that any safer, given what roams the Eldritch realm? You know what? It doesn't matter. Do whatever you need to do. Do whatever you need. Whatever it takes to get us out of here. Open rift gate. Oh, fuck Avatar, too! I'm so uninterested. Hey, I accomplished something today! Alright. Man, I am tired. Okay, so got all the way over there, and I found the people he wanted to abandon. He wanted their stuff instead. So, and this is the world map. Where am I in this world map? Oh my god, it gets really bad. That's the Conclave. I went to the Temple City. This is where I'm at. I've not been to the temple yet, though. Okay. Well, so, let's just go over the schedule then, because I'm not gonna play. I'm tired. Schedule is tomorrow at noon is the members only live stream. I will have the video up soon, the live stream up soon for you guys to see what it is I'm gonna be playing. Tomorrow is Warframe. After that is Resident Evil 2. I have downloaded Resident Evil 3 since I have one death left. Monday we have Destiny 2. Tuesday we have Destiny 2. Wednesday we have Resident Evil for Spooktober. I'm very, very tired, by the way, guys. And then Thursday at 4 p.m. Total Minority Report on Unsafe Space. After that is more Resident Evil. Friday at 2 p.m. Occasional Levity on Unsafe Space. We are talking to Adam Coleman, who is a birthday buddy and also a great guy. I'm very, very tired. I'm like, what was my thought there? He's a great guy. After that, we have The Evil Within. And then Saturday at noon, Caleb Beer's channel, talking about Beyond No Reason Chapter 4. After that, Resident Evil. After that, more Grim Dawn. And that's everything for the week. My the frame rate is fucking awful right now, so I might as well end it here. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Thank you, Winky Winky Woo, for sending all those memberships over the last few days. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time.
Merch. Yeah. Check out my new shop at cafepress.com/outs of all trades for all kinds of products with my face on them.